just got back from Mexico.
You and Jonah shared a room?
Me and Jonah shared a room, and the funniest part was Natalie was always so nice. She was like, you're going to have to share a room with Jonah. Like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, nah, this is great. Like, it's great. Like, I'll get content.
Yeah.
And Jonah's really easy. Like, you can, like, basically take a crap on the floor. He wouldn't care. And we had a great time. We got along so well. And then we were getting along so well. Things were going so well that Dave got jealous. At one point, I was on my side of the bed. We shared a bed, too. Jonah was on his side of the bed. And Dave came in, and he was like, what's going on in here? Like, what's going on? And I was like, we're just chilling, dude. Like, two bros. Like, we're having time of our lives, like showing each other internet videos. Dave got really jealous, and he's like, yo, I want to stay in here. Dave has this great, huge room.
Yeah.
And I was like, come in the middle, man. Like, join us. So funny. Then one night we played trivia, and I just was reading off trivia questions, and everyone's so competitive. Just being like, who's the most streamed artist on Spotify ever? And then, like, Natalie and David would like make it like a pretty good guess, and Jonah would guess would be way off. Jonah would be like,
who do you
he'd
say?
be like Slipknot.
Yo, Slipknot's cool, man.
I was like, no, Jonah, Slipknot's not the number one streamed artist on Spotify.
Who is the number one streamed artist?
The question said Ed Sheeran, but then Natalie looked it up the next day, and it's Taylor.
Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Then there was another funny night. This is another funny moment. Well, the first night we went out, we went and got tacos, and the guy, they didn't take a credit card. So David and I had to go get cash, and it took us a long time to get the cash. Like, we couldn't find a bank machine. And then Natalie was kind of nervous, like texting us, like, where are you? Like, this guy, So in the meantime, Jonah calls his friend. He has all these like Mexican friends in Pacoima that he's friends with. And he tries to be like really hard with them. And it's so funny. Like, and they're all great guys. I've met them. And so
Pacoima.
So he puts Jonah, we come back, and Jonah's like, he's like, hurry back here. This guy wants his money. He's like, it's getting real. It's getting serious. And we were like, oh. Then we walked in the door, and the guy was like, do you want some agua? Do you want some water? And we were like, we're okay. And then Jonah was like, yo, dude, that was fucking close. We were about to get it. The cartel was about to get us, dog. Thank God you guys came back with the cash. That guy got on the phone with my friend Angel and was like, he's like, I'm going to collect. He said it in Spanish, I'm going to collect. And we were like, well, he didn't seem that way. He seemed pretty chill. He's like, yo, bro, it's about to go down on there. So we're like, what? That doesn't make any sense. And he goes, and then finally we get it out of him. He told the guy that he's like, I'm going to leave and come back tomorrow. Which you don't say. You don't say that. Like, yeah, I'm leaving. So that alerted him. Then we were on the plane. Then Jonah and I on the plane riding back. And he starts doing animal noises on the plane. He's going, hey yo, you ever see a lion digesting? Like that. And he goes, he just does this lion digesting his food, and like everyone's looking at us. Then he makes friends with a pilot. There was a 23-year-old pilot. This guy, he looked like a baby, and he had a pilot suit on. And
he was sitting in the plane in the cabin.
No, he was taking like a free ride. He was next to us.
Oh, okay.
But he looked like he was like 14.
Jesus.
And he was like, oh no, in Mexico, he's like, you do not need so many hours. I guess you only need 250 hours to fly in Mexico. So he's like a pilot. He's like 14.
You need 24 hours to fly in Mexico.
Yeah. And in the United States, you need like 3,600 hours, something like that. But I thought it was funny how free this guy talked about prostitution. Like, he's talking to Jonah, and Jonah's like, I want to go to Tijuana with my homies. And the guy's like, he's like, oh yes. He's like, do you like prostitutes? Like that. And Jonah was like, no, not really. But he's like, oh, the best whorehouse is in Tijuana, the best whorehouse in the world. He's like, you have to go. You must go. And we were kind of like, oh, all right. Then we were they got one more story. They were, Jonah was always on the phone with his homies in Pacoima, like asking them about like Mexican things.
Baby Spider?
Yeah.
My homie Baby Spider in Pacoima?
Yeah.
Rudy?
And they heard me get out of the cab, and I said gracias. And then all the guys in the barbershop start clowning me. They're like, gracias, gracias, see you, amigo.
Wait, have you seen that meme of the girl like, un margarita, por favor, gracias?
No, I haven't seen that.
It's like
It's a
this
meme?
white lady, yeah. Like,
Yeah, it's tough when you're white.
Yeah. You can't be like gracias, be like gracias.
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 Yeah, and
I think
the pilot on the plane, he said tacos with a lot of vigor. Tacos.
Tacos.
Tacos. And I feel like I really wanted to learn Spanish. Like I was doing good with it.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That's been my goal for the last 2 years is to be fluent in Spanish.
Yeah,
I can like semi get by.
Yeah.
Been doing some Duolingo.